is going on, everyone? My name is Reshiminesquad. Welcome back to another Transformers Earth Wars premiere, and as promised, we're going to be taking a look at the 5 stars from Batch 7. We're going to go through their stats, we're going to have multiple gameplays, and so much more. Now, timestamps will be your best friend during this video, because obviously I don't want you guys to have to watch the whole thing to get to a certain bot that you're interested in. Please feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below, because I'll be glad to answer them. With all that further ado, I don't think any of these bots need an introduction, so let's get to it. So we're starting this ultimate review off with one of the bots that I thought was a disappointment, which is known as Smokescreen. Now, Smokescreen, when I first saw him, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, this is the first 5-star I get. I thought I was gonna get a bot that was actually powerful. Smokescreen is powerful, but you just have to level him up so high, and I will show you that. Now, this bot is useful against those annoying outpost bots and those outpost combiners. Do keep that in mind, because he just dominates them like nothing. But let's look at his stats. What should we know about him? Now, if you did see his review, which will be up here or up here, I'm not sure. Either way, his combat bot was top heavy, but I changed it out because Glitch is actually a better selection for Smokescreen on many occasions. So Smokescreen, what does he do? Execute. Level 9 deals 1,743 damage to buildings, or 9,587 damage if you hit an enemy bot. So the point is, you're not supposed to hit him, use him to hit buildings. You want to hit an enemy bot or an enemy combiner. Now, here's the catch. Instantly destroy a building below 40% health. Cannot execute the HQ. Keep that in mind. That is very important to note. Now, his setup though, or core in combat, G1 Smokescreen is his core. Increase your normal damage against enemy bots and combiners by 70%. Bro, what? You gotta be kidding me. But when using your ability, you cloak yourself in an exhaust smoke that absorbs 50% of damage for 5 seconds. Wow, that actually seems pretty OP if I'm not gonna lie. Now, his combat bot, Lich, who happens to be one of my favorite combat bots for gunners, shoots enemies from long range, 23% chance of a critical hit strike, dealing 2 times more damage and causing the target to receive 20+% damage from all sources for 5 seconds. Now, I was talking to Discord the other day, and I was like, okay, maybe I should make the switch. I think it was, who was it that said it would be kind of risky? I think it was Flamestyle. He was like, I don't think you should make this change, but I'm going to make this change anyhow. Now, I'm not going to leave you guys empty-handed. We're going to hop into some gameplays, and then we'll hop on to the next bot we're going to review. Enjoy, guys.
Deploy! Concentrate your fire! Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Deploy! Well done. Deploy! Deploy! It is over. Finished.
So the next spot we're going to look at is Laser Optimus, and my, what an OP bot. However, you need one thing to make him really, really good. Let's check it out. You did see that correct. He now has SA11, which is the highest an ability can go for some bots. But what does his ability do anyhow? Rio check mode, level 11. For 10 seconds, fire plasma discs dealing up 1,555 damage and bouncing off onto up to 3 nearby targets. 20% damage reduction per bounce, applying the EMP effect to your foes. So basically how you can look at it is if there's a huge cluster of defenses that are just not well protected and you send Laser Optimus in there, he can take most of them out, which is very good and very useful, especially for the main team I run. Now his setup is very cool too. G1 Laser Optimus Prime increases special ability damage by 13.5% and generates a shield which absorbs 50% damage, 50% of all damage for 10 seconds. That's coming from defenses, by the way. Also, his combat, Rat Trap. Rat Trap has 8,856 health and 238 per DPS, which is damage per second. He also beams a hack and EMP Aurora, Muni Aurora, which explodes every 3 seconds and deals 100% of the bot's DPS as damage to nearby foes. A very useful bot, if I do say so myself, but let the gameplays do the talking. I will see you guys for the next bot. Enjoy!
Optimus Prime. Well done. Optimus Prime. Now, reap the whirlwind! Well done. Optimus Prime. Well done.
Alright, so for the third 5-star of this batch is going to be Jetfire. Now, Jetfire is a bot that you do receive when you start your account up for the Autobots. And quite frankly, his ability is very simple but very OP. And honestly, if you just need to hit that one building for so much damage to knock it out so your team can go through and clear out their way to a victory, that is very impressive for a bot that powerful. So, what is his ability? Airstrike, level 8, fire 4 powerful rockets at a target building dealing 5,269 damage. Guys, that is so good. And by the way, if you can combine him with a bot like Brainstorm, hint, I'm going to be doing a little bit of real reveal on him soon. Maybe a secret project. Stay tuned. Anyhow, you use Brainstorm and then you use Jetfire, and Jetfire can trigger Brainstorm's little EMP bomb and just blow up the whole entire area. So, do keep that in mind. Now, his core and combat situation help him out even more. Chrome Jetfire. The chrome coating reflects 13.5% damage back to the attackers, and then increases the special ability by 22.5. So you're basically saying more defense, more ability damage. Now, his combat bot helps him out as well. Shoot Plasma, Pinpoint, my bad. Got a little too ahead of myself. Pinpointer is his combat. Shoot Plasma, dealing 8 times more damage to walls and increase the normal damage of your bot by 12%. Every 5 seconds, you fire a beam that heals you for 45% of the damage dealt. Air class only, that is very important. So, with all that further ado, let's get into the gameplay. I'm going to show you guys why you should be using Jetfire anyhow.
Jetfire, attack! Well done. Jetfire, Mirage. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Greet the whirlwind! Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Alright, so now that we are onto the fourth bot, this bot has been kind of rendered useless in those high HQ zones thanks to the build bot anti-hack, which is Blades. Now, honestly, Blades is still good, he just isn't good enough for those high proportion zones. So, is he still worth to get? Yes. In those lower zones, he'll just do fine. Just avoid those high zones as long as possible. But let's dive into his stats. Save zone. Level 8. Drop a hack bomb, dealing 1,453 damage in an area. Confuse the targets for 10.2 seconds, making them attack your enemies at 80% of their speed. Now here's the thing. You're basically saying, hey, attack your friends instead of attack the enemy that is attacking you. So that is very useful. Just time this correctly and you can cause a lot of massive damage. This is especially good in raiding for shanks. That is very important to note. Now, the core and combat will explain further. G1 Blades, which is recently been released not too long ago. G1 Blades adds an hack grenade attack, deals damage and hijacks enemy defenses for 5 seconds, 15 seconds cooldown, grants 23% more ability damage. That's pretty good. And then Spoil Sport is his combat. For every 5 seconds you fire a plasma disc that deals damage equal to 180% of the bot's DPSs and bounces on to 4 nearby targets, 20% damage reduction per bounce. Range varies depending on the equipped bot's class. So that means if you put him on another bot, his range might be lower or higher than usual. Now, honestly, I think we need to see the gameplay here because I think Blades is one of the underrated bots, I should say. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys for the next bot.
Attack! Deploy! It is over. Finished. Attack! Now! Reap the whirlwind! Well done. Attack! Attack!
Well done!
Alright, so we have made it to the last 5-star bot, and believe it or not, it's probably the best till last. Rhinox is one of my favorite special class bots, and he just got a lot better since last video, and we will actually play that video right now. Yes, you are seeing it correctly. He now has an SA11 ability, which is so good and so useful. What does it do? Life-stealing charge, level 11. Rush into combat, imprisoning buildings on your path for 9 seconds. The vines deal 303 damage per second, slowing down defenses by 70%, and heal your nearby allies by 37.5 of the defense's damage value per second. So basically the vines are like a medic, but an attacker at the same time. So as defenses are getting attacked and smoked, your allies are going to be getting healed during the process. Now this guy will not be able to run like a usual medic. You do need like an actual medic that does heal. So don't be thinking that you can just run this guy by himself on a team and act like he's your medic. That's just not gonna go very good. His setup will help him out as well to make him look like a tank, even though he is a special class bot. Transmittal Rhinox restores 2.3% of health every 5 seconds. When your health drops below 40%, you imprison nearby foes in your life-stealing vines for 9.9 seconds. So that means outpost bots will be affected, which you hope that doesn't come down to that. And there's combat bot, which actually is super useful. Petra, I'm going to just say that for the short name. What does he do? Causes an earthquake, dealing 30% of the bot's DPS value as damage to enemies around your target. All your attacks heal you for 7.8% of the damage done. So Rhinox will constantly be healing as he's attacking enemies. or outpost bots to be exact, or defensive buildings. So you may be asking, Reshimine, is Rhinox actually worth it? Well, let's check out the gameplay.
Attack! Now! Reap the whirlwind! Well done. Attack! Well done. Attack! Roll out!
So hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's premiere. As always, we just broke down probably my favorite badges from Transformers Earth Wars 5-star collection. And now I'm going to give you my official ratings on what I think about each bot. Let's start off with Smokescreen here real quick. What do I give him? Remember, 1 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. And for his rating, I'm going to give him a 9.5. See, Smokescreen can be weak at lower levels, and that's probably can be said for all the 5-star bots that are out there. However, do I think he's worth acquiring? Oh, yes, I do. He is so good, in my opinion. I mean, able to take down combiners is such a unique ability, and if you have trouble with those, I would recommend you go get him. The next bot is Laser Optimus. Do I recommend you to go get him? Yes, I'm going to give him a rating of 9 out of 10. I mean, obviously, you do want SA11 on that guy ASAP as possible. But honestly, if you still don't have him at SA11, at least get him to SA9 or 10 for him to be effective. The next bot is Jetfire. Do I recommend for you to go get him? Probably not. Gonna give him a nice 7 out of 10. There are better options for him than him in other badges, but if you do get him, you're not done for in the 5-star searching. The next bot is Blades. Do I recommend for you to go get him? Yes, but only if you're fighting in those lower level leagues like I mentioned earlier. I'm going to give him a nice 7 out of 10 as well. It's obviously important that you watch for those anti-build hack bots. They could just crush your dreams. The last bot, Rhinox. I'm going to give him a 9.5 out of 10 because he is so good for helping your team slow down defenses, crush opposing outpost bots, and just make your team a little more caliber against those high force defenses. So, that's my final review and final take on Batch 7. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as always. If you guys do have any questions, please do reach out to me in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you are new to this channel and you watched this whole video, thank you very much. I would ask you would consider hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and become a part of the Reshiminesquad. Peace, guys!